Hi everyone, my name is Alex. Today I'm going to be trying the tirtir Azelaic Acid 12% Serum. This product retails for $25. You all have been recommending me try out this product. If you've been following me, you know how much I love azelaic acid. One of my favorite treatments for redness, acne, and post-acne hyperpigmentation. It is such an amazing soothing ingredient, and I already like that this formula uses a 12% concentration because I feel like it's a very niche, not really covered percent that I see of azelaic acid. I see 10, I see 15, but I've never really seen a 12. I'm assuming this is going to be a more watery formula, so I'm excited to see how this product performs. This product is vegan, cruelty-free, fragrance-free, alcohol-free, and comes in recyclable packaging. With the 12% azelaic acid, they use zinc, PCA, and Panthenol, which are all ingredients that work great for my skin. I'm super excited to dive into this. Check out the full ingredients. You can click the link in the description, go to their website. Also left the full ingredients in the description as well. The things I'm going to be looking for include how does it feel on the skin, what finish does it leave, how effective is it compared to some of my other favorite azelaic acids, how often can I use it, also does it cause any sensitivity. As for anything else, I'm continuing to do check-in, so I will see you all in the next check-in. I'm here to give you all a quick check-in and also my first impression with this product. I'm so excited to try out this azelaic acid. I did do a video a little while ago comparing my favorite azelaic acid treatments. I am going to be touching on that at the end of this video once I conduct this full review. This does come with the standard 1.01 fluid ounces. It is such a watery serum, which something I've seen with azelaic acid is it's difficult to formulate more watery serums. From what I've heard from cosmetic chemists, a more gritty ingredient and difficult ingredient to formulate with. So I'm excited to see what tirtir has done with this. Oh, it's so watery. This is serum, like almost toner texture. Oh wow, that feels really nice. This has to be one of the most lightweight azelaic acid serums I've tried. I think this is taking the cake for that because wow, but yet it feels so moisturizing. I really thought, and this is just my own personal bias, a lot of times when I see more watery azelaic acids like this, I automatically compare it to the 9less and the Anua. This is a higher concentration and it's so much more lightweight. Like this is the wateriest azelaic acid that I've ever tried. Super excited to use this though. This is like, definitely want to use this right after your cleansing step. Feels really nice going on the skin. It's super luxurious. Like for it to be such a watery texture, it definitely has a more moisturizing formula attached to it, but I like that they opted for the really lightweight, watery approach with it because that means that any skin type will be able to use this and could benefit from it. Wow, the glow. This is super moisturizing and I don't know, I think I just like started azelaic acid with a lot of more drying treatments. And so when I feel a formula like this be so moisturizing, I'm like, whoa, but it is a Korean azelaic acid formula. Korean skincare is the best for a reason. This feels so nice, so luxurious, no sensitivity whatsoever. I usually experience just a little bit of initial sensitivity, but that is not the case with this product. This feels amazing. I'm excited to see what results a 12% concentration delivers, and what I noticed with the 12% azelaic acid, because I've never tried a serum with that concentration. I've tried 15, I've tried 10. 15 is a little much for sometimes, 10 is not enough for others. So who knows, this could be the perfect formula. I'm going to continue using it and then I'll check in again. I'm back to give you all my final thoughts on this product. I love this azelaic acid because it's kind of a middle point between the typical 10 and 15% that I've seen on the market. Most of the time, 15% is behind a prescription. So I do enjoy that tirtir was able to formulate a 12% concentration. I feel like that kind of separates it from a lot of others on the market. Additionally, it's super watery, but extremely moisturizing. I feel like this product is honestly the most moisturizing, watery azelaic acid serum that I've seen. And seeing a lot of cosmetic chemists talking about formulating with azelaic acid, I appreciate this formula even more because it has a a really silky, smooth texture to it that just blends into the skin so nice and gives a great finish as well. Super lightweight, so I feel like any skin type could use it, but it does have a little bit more moisturization that I feel like helps counteract some dryness that azelaic acid can cause. I am a more advanced active user, so I found that I was able to use this product twice a day, every day, and it was perfect. I do feel like with the moisturizing ingredients they have in here, it is more gentle. I feel like anyone could use it. It may be something that you find you want to build up to because it is a little bit more intense than say the 10% concentration. Who I really feel like this will be designed for is if you've been using the Anua and you need just a little bit more of a concentration, because I did find that it was a little bit more effective with the more concentration of azelaic acid in it. However, it is a very subtle effect, but it does give a few more potent results than the Anua. I feel like the Anua is a great starter azelaic acid if you're wanting a watery texture, and if you find that you need more, or you look over the ingredients of this and it seems more appealing to you, I will say this serum seemed to be a little bit more silky and moisturizing than the Anua, but both are really moisturizing formulas. It's like comparing two things that are equally great. 12% versus 10% does make a little bit of a difference though, so if you're needing that little bit more concentration, that's when I would go for this. It really separated itself from a lot of others on the market with that 12% concentration, and it's the perfect serum for me at the moment because, like I said, kind of that middle ground between the 10 and the 15. Sometimes 15 is too much for my skin, sometimes 10 is not enough. This is that perfect middle ground level that I feel like I will use daily when my skin is just kind of normal and I'm just wanting to regulate versus treat. So I would 100% recommend trying it. I had a wonderful experience with it. I would say it is very high up. I would say top tier azelaic acid for me. I love the potency. I love the formulation. I love the delivery. I love everything about this serum. It worked really well. Like I said, different from say the 9 list or the Anua because it is a little bit more of a concentration. If you use those formulas and you're seeing that you need something a little bit more, I would recommend turning to this as the next option because it has that watery texture with a little bit more of a concentration, which makes it even more impressive that they formulated this to be so moisturizing. I would 100% recommend trying it. It is a wonderful azelaic acid treatment. Held up all of my results from all previous azelaic acids that I was using. I was using Anua's 10% before this, held up those results, and actually was treating my skin a little bit better. Didn't even realize that I needed to go for a little bit more. And so I feel like this is going to be one that I continuously fall back on from here on out. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and you want to see more like this, make sure you subscribe because I post new videos every week. I will see you all in the next review.